And
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the MakeCode Arcade Advanced stream. I'm Shannon at Shakao on the MakeCode forums.
I'm
And
Vivian.
I'm Daryl.
Oh no, sorry, Daryl. I'm Vivian. I live Dribble on the forums.
And I'm Daryl at Darzoo on the forums.
Cool. So I think my plan for today was to make a garden-themed game, sort of in line with the game jam that we're hosting. And you can find out more info about the game jam at arcade.makecode.com/gamejam, one word. And then the other announcement, I guess, is that we're switching to Twitch next week. So we'll be here on Mixer through Friday, and then on Monday we'll be at twitch.tv/msmakecode. Cool. All right. So the idea I had for this game was that it's like a mixing ingredients game. So the setup is that you're in maybe a witch's garden or something, and you have like a cauldron, and there's like a variety of things you can pick, and you put them in the cauldron, and then you get just like a different thing. And
I love it.
I don't know, we can figure out something else to do with the things that it's sort of, Doodle Quest or whatever, those games where you just have a bunch of things and you put them together to make different things.
Ooh, yeah, like alchemy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
Hey, can we have Mandrake as one of the things? I feel like that's a quintessential, witch's brew thing.
Cool. Okay, so I'm going to, oops. I'm going to start by making just like an area with maybe a fence is what I'm going to make. And then I'll put in some areas where you can get stuff, and after that we'll do the mixing mechanic. Okay, so cool. So let's just do this corner up here, and do a vertical fence. Cool. And maybe I'll do, so I'm thinking this is going to be purple and teal. This will be our
good colors.
All right, so this is plant number 1, and I'll do a different shape of plant.
So are these each mystery plants, and you go up and harvest something and you get something random, or is it gonna be specific?
I'm picturing something specific, yeah. So I think they're just gonna each have and then the other thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make these walls. They're gonna be infinite things, and you're going to be able to just pick something. Ooh.
Nice.
So that you could theoretically you could mix 2 of something, and
right.
Get I don't know, the ultimate version. This is gonna be a cauldron.
I feel like it's a really stylish witch. Nice color scheme in her garden.
I'm gonna put that. Just gonna put it in this corner for now. All right. No, cool. Okay, so here's a garden, And I'm going to make the witch character. Who's going to be, I think, mostly hat. Okay, and then our standard controller code. So we're going to move the witch with buttons, and we're also going to have the camera follow our player character. Cool. So, oh geez, same background color.
And I love this character.
You can walk around, and these things are walls, so you can't those. And the thing I'm thinking is I'm going to add like a sprite, an invisible sprite on top of each one, and then if you're overlapping the sprite and you're also pressing the A button, then you'll like pick up something.
Makes sense.
Is what I'm picturing. So let's start by doing, so each of these tiles is 16 by 16. So I'm going to make this like slightly bigger, maybe a 2 pixel buffer. Honey, and it'll be pink. And I'm going to call this one cool. And I'll put it on top of the plant that we want to be Mandrake. Top of this one. Cool. So let's see. I might need to. That seems okay. Yeah. Oh, when we go under it, we're overlapping it slightly. So then if I do a overlaps handler between the player and the Mandrake, and I'm just going to have the player say what kind of thing they're overlapping. And then the other thing I want actually is I want this to be inside a check to see if you're pressing the A button to like pick something up. So it doesn't just happen when you overlap.
So then if you come up next to it and stop and then hit A, will it pick up?
You should still be overlapping. So if I hit A now, yeah.
Okay.
So that's like the base like picking up mechanic. Let me do another one for this other plant. What kind of plant should this be?
What a boysenberry. I think that's a real plant, but it sounds fake.
So both of these, and then I'm going to duplicate this and just do the same thing here. Cool.
Nice.
If I go to each one, I hit A. Oh. this one, berries, sweet. So then I'm going to also set both of these to invisible so that you can't see them. Set. All right. Cool. So now we have these guys. And the next thing I'm going to do is, I think you can only hold one thing at a time. So I'm going to have the player pick up something if they're not holding anything, and then you have to, I guess, put it in the cauldron, or maybe we'll do like a drop mechanic later.
Nice.
So I'll just make a variable for now for the thing that you're holding. For held ingredient. Cool. And I think I'm going to use numbers to represent these. I don't know, unless you guys have a better idea.
That seems reasonable.
Cool. 0 will be Mandrake, 1 will be. So we're going to start with, I guess, because you're not holding anything, or maybe 0 should be nothing. Okay, and then you'll only be able to pick it up if you're not holding anything. So I'm going to change these ands to be to check if the held ingredient equals 0. Logic. Cool. And then if it is, then we're going to set the held ingredient to whichever one this is. So the mandrake is going to be 1. And the boysenberry is going to be 2. Cool. So that means I should be able to overlap this one once. So I hit A, mandrake, but then if I do it again, I'm already holding the mandrake, so I won't be able to pick anything else up. And then the last part of this pickup part is I'm going to do, so I'm going to do dropping into the pot, and then I'm going to do some kind of visualization for like what you're holding and what is currently in the pot, I think. So let me make another one of these. I won't set it to invisible just yet. So put this guy on top of the, whoops, new kind. Cool. So there's the cauldron, and then we will also set it to invisible. And then duplicate this. So if the sprite of kind player overlaps the cauldron, then if you're holding the A button and the held ingredient does not equal 0, so you are holding something, then I'm going to have maybe cauldron, I'm going to have an array that is the cauldron ingredients, and it's going to start out empty.
Yeah.
Let me go up.
Ooh, I think we should do a particle effect when, ingredient comes in, like bubbles or something
Yeah.
comes up.
So it's going to start out nothing in the cauldron, and then if you are holding something and the A button is pressed, then we're going to add the current held ingredient. So add value to end. So cauldron ingredients, we're going to add the held ingredient to the end, and then we're going to set held ingredients back to 0, and then we're going to do a sprite effect. Start effect. Bubbles.
Bubbles seems good. You could even have like random effects. Like I feel like this is a trope in cartoons, right? It's like
yeah.
the cauldron is doing one thing, and then you add in this other thing, and it turns black, and it starts doing this other thing, and then you add another ingredient that turns, purple.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, so I picked up berries. I go over. I drop it in the cauldron, and it does like a little.
Nice.
Oh man, awesome. Okay, so do you think it should like keep doing the effect until you do another ingredient, or it should do it for a little bit of time?
I think that'd be cool if it kept doing it, until you're done. But yeah, either way, I can see it.
Okay, so I'm just gonna do like an if statement that is like a bunch of different effects, I guess.
Yeah, like percent chances or
Yeah. Oh,
pick random.
I was gonna do pick random. Yeah, I think that's easier to reason about.
Yeah, it's better for more. We should have some way of doing like percent chance. Oh, it's tricky. I guess pick random really is what we need.
Yeah, pick random somehow like integrated into.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't think of how you do that because it'd be like staple.
Do like a range if you have like 5 or less than that, and it's like chances built in.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Separate from the if block, we could just have a block that operates like the if, where you can expand it and contract it, but then instead of like the Boolean value, it has like some percent thing or something.
Right, yeah. Yeah, a percent for like each branch.
Right. Or like a weight for each branch, because it doesn't need to add anything.
Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna do this effect index, and I'm just gonna do 3. I think I'm gonna do bubbles, fire, and I don't know, one of these other ones.
Probably works.
Say again?
Don't we have a spray one?
Oh yeah, where is? There we go. Spray.
Or maybe fountain, actually. I wonder.
Oh yeah, spray might be facing. Okay, so do it.
Oh, they're all.
Oh, you're all on 0.
You're correct. All right, let's try again.
I also like the idea of like, so that's.
So I think fountain is the one.
Yeah, sounds like a good. I'm imagining you have like a sassy cat that's sitting on the fence post and is sort of like critiquing everything you're doing with the cauldron.
Yes, I love it. Oh, I need to stop effects before I start, otherwise
yeah.
accumulate.
I don't know. Maybe that's each ingredient could have a different effect that it comes with. But yeah, that's probably.
Oh dear.
Probably go slow on hardware.
Clear effects. So I'm just going to clear effects at the very top. Cool.
I wish we had like an amplitude, option in the effect plus.
Amplitude and a direction, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now the thing I'm thinking is I want there to be like a little speech bubble over the player if they're holding something, and then over the cauldron for like which things you have in it.
The cauldron could have a face, and then it could just tell you things.
Yeah. Give the cauldron a face. Hmm.
Oh, it's friendly.
Is this ominous, or I don't know how we... Cool.
It's a little bit of ominous mixed with friendliness. I think it's appropriate.
Okay. And then I'm going to do, let's see, I guess an array of images. So let me start with one. I'm gonna do, So my thinking is I'm gonna do an array of images, and then whenever you like pick something up, it'll just draw that, create a sprite with that image and align that like directly above the player. So sort of like the speech bubble, but locked in. So say empty array. And then I'm gonna make this. And so 0 is gonna be nothing, empty image, because that's not holding anything. One is gonna be, and I think these are gonna be small too, so. This might be too small. Okay. So if I do like a speech bubble, and then inside it I draw, what does a mandrake look like?
It's like a person with like roots.
Not a lot of real estate. Okay, we're gonna do this for now, and then I might make this thing bigger as we go. So this is 7 by 8. I'm gonna make this one match in size.
So the mandrake has like a brown bottom and then green top, but you know, we can do whatever you want.
Okay.
Is mandrake a real plant?
This?
Yeah.
Oh man.
This is great. I love it.
Let's do this for now. It's gonna be very mysterious what you're mixing. And then,
this is gonna look so cool.
And then I guess I will also make an ingredient sprite. And then in the game update, I'm just gonna have that follow the player around. So set. To sprite of kind food. Perfect. And then I'm also gonna make it a ghost. Player ingredient. Ghost to be on. Cool. All right, and then in a game update, I'm going to have the player ingredient just like follow the player constantly. So I'm going to set the bottom of the player ingredient to the top of the player. Set player ingredient bottom to sprites. Right, the witch. Top. And then in here, when we set the held ingredient, we're also just going to set the image of the player ingredient. So think I should have arranged these horizontally instead of vertically. And so I think this middle part could probably be like a function. All right, and then inside the cauldron, I'm going to I'm going to set it back to the transparent image. So when we set held ingredient to 0, we will also set the play ingredient to all right. So now pick up the mandrake. Oh. Oh, right. I didn't set the other coordinate. So I need to set the
oh yeah,
the x coordinate to also match the player's x coordinate so that it actually follows. Yeah.
Cute.
I love it.
And then it goes away. So I'm going to add a little bit of space to the. So I'm going to do which top minus like 2. Cool. So now we don't have to do the say, and then I think at this point I'm going to move just this inner ingredient stuff to like a set ingredient function, and then number. So then I don't have to keep updating each of these overlaps handlers separately, and then it'll make it easier if we decide we want to add more ingredients later. So this will be the index, and we will also set. Cool. So this is 1, and then this is 2. And down here will be 0. So like this. All right. I'm going to add another image for boysenberries. I'm just going to copy this one. Are they like blue, purple?
I looked it up. They just look like blackberries.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just sad. What a good marketing team Boysenberry has.
These are just gonna look like grapes or something. I don't even know.
Here's your tiny grapes. Oh,
Cool. So you have your brown person and your purple triangle. And then you can't pick anything up. And then if I go over to the cauldron, yep, I can drop it in. So then the last part is the cauldron should say what it is holding. I think because our cauldron can have multiple ingredients, I'm going to have a separate function that will just draw whatever is in this like ingredients array. I'm not really sure. I think I might just need to make like multiple sprites because I don't think we have a way currently to like combine 2 images into one image. So I might just like for each ingredient, make a sprite that hangs out above the cauldron.
Could you just, you know, you have all the little speech bubbles. Can you just have a bunch of little speech bubbles?
Yeah, that makes sense, I think. So, all right, so then I'm going to go, so first, I'm going to do a for loop, and it's going to be for each value inside our cauldron ingredients. So, cauldron ingredients, cool. And and then I'm going to make a new kind because I'm going to want to like delete these each time we add. I'm just going to like erase all of them and then redraw them each time we call this function.
You could use the animation movement paths where it like eases out, so it like starts slow and then like drifts off the screen, or like maybe waves and goes up or something.
Oh, I see what you mean. So it like, but then you can't see what's currently in your cauldron.
Well, I'm thinking is like every time you put a new ingredient in, all the current ingredients would like drift up.
Yes, I love that.
After another.
Okay. Cool. So I'm going to add the. Is there a drift out movement animation? Because I can also just set the.
Pretty sure there is.
It's called ease.
Say again.
Ease.
Ooh, okay. Cool. Yeah. So just very quickly, how to add an extension is I clicked on this advanced drawer. At the bottom, there's this little plus extensions. And then I'm going to go in here and click animation. And so that's going to reload my editor. I'm going to give it a sec. Sweet. And then now it's got this new drawer in here, which is animation. And it has all of these animation blocks. So I'm going to pull up the second one, which is movement animations. And I'm going to, for each value of cauldron ingredients, I'm going to actually create a projectile. No, I shouldn't do that. I should just make a regular sprite, and then I'll destroy it when it gets off screen. So I'm going to set the image to ingredient images at whatever this kind of ingredient is, and then I'm going to animate the ingredient. I also need to set its initial position. Let's see, ease up. Is that?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
We can always try them.
And then I'm going to set the ingredient to be exactly over the cauldron for now. Or I guess I want it to be like above the cauldron. So grab this one. So I'm going to set the ingredient bottom to be the cauldron collider top. Oops. And then I'm going to set the X values to be the same.
I feel like we need like, a stick to sprite sort of block somehow. I don't quite know what that would look like, but I feel like this is a very common pattern.
Well, yeah, we definitely do the setting edges of stuff to other. Okay, so this, I'm not calling this function. Okay, so anytime we set the ingredient to 0, and then here I'm going to call draw cauldron ingredients. Holding the mandrake, dropping the mandrake. Hey, there goes. We only did it once.
I think they might be too close to each other. I wonder if we can pause. Although, let's see. Is this in?
This isn't an overlap, so it should be fine.
Okay.
let's try. I'm going to pause for maybe 200 milliseconds. And then, oh, and the other thing I wanted to do is I want to set these to destroy when they go off screen. So I think that is ingredients. Destroy. Destroy on wall, I guess, because we're in a tile map. Oh no.
Probably want to destroy. Yeah.
Yeah, because these are walls, so it'll.
Oh,
Also
does
need to
auto destroy also destroy on wall?
Oh.
I think it might.
Let's give this a shot.
I don't know. Yeah.
So.
You might need to do ghost and auto destroy. I think that might do it.
Okay.
That seemed like it worked. Did it?
It did look like it worked. I'm not entirely sure. I feel like it should be ghost too, though. Okay, let's try this.
Spooky game. Everything should be a ghost.
1, 2. Yeah.
I love it.
Oh man, the flaming face is something.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe a little longer pause.
This is great.
One. 1, 2. Cool. Okay. I love the flying out. Let's do the cooking. So I think my thought is you'll go over, and then when you press the B button, then you're going to mix whatever is in your cauldron,
Yeah.
and we'll make something new. And I think I'm just gonna. Okay, so inside our cauldron thing, we have this if. I'm gonna add another clause to it, and it's gonna be if the B button is pressed. And then, let's see. So how should we do this? I guess just a big if statement that checks like what's in the list. Is there a way to check if something is, yeah, find index of. All right. So let me start with saying if you just mix one of each, right? Or at least one of each kind.
Right.
So I'm going to say if find index of, and then I'm going to go into math and grab just a blank number block. So this is going to be cauldron ingredients. Find index of 1, which is mandrake. So if you have at least 1 mandrake and at least 1 boysenberry. I'm going to need 2 of these. So, and then the index will be greater than or equal to 0 if it's in the array.
Oh, interesting. So 0 means it's not in the array?
No, sorry, greater than or equal to 0 if it's in.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then I'm going to duplicate this and also put it in here. So this is going to be index of 2. And then, okay, just to check if this is right, I'm going to have the cauldron say something. Or maybe the player should.
Give it a face for a reason.
Boysendrake, my favorite.
All right.
Boy band.
If you mix 2 boysenberries, then you get a boy band. Okay, so I have 2 of these. Cool. And then I'm going to hit the B button. Yeah, awesome.
Woo.
So that's correct. So now the cooking. I think for now I'm just going to have like a dialogue pop up that has like some like, I don't know, cute flavor text about the thing you made, and then we'll
Yeah.
I haven't figured out mechanics beyond it. So if I go into game, we have all of these text functions at the bottom. I'm going to do show long text. And it's going to say, and center. And then I'm going to go back into game and set the dialogue frame to, I just want it to be a purple one. Oh, it could be a speech bubble. I don't think it'll line up.
The leafy ones, I feel like, also look natural.
Oh, yeah, that is true. All right, let's see how this looks. So now if I grab Mandrake, grab and then I cook. Oh, I didn't set the dialogue frame before. And then I think I do want it to be top or bottom because we are at the top. One, two, and then oh.
Nice.
Awesome.
A small thing, which, you know, not a high priority, but we could swap the A button little sprite for like a big ladle, and then it does a natural bounce back and forth, and I feel like that would look like it's stirring.
Yeah. Okay.
But you know. That's
okay, so that's the set dialogue cursor to.
I believe so.
And do we have the cursor?
I feel like we don't use it enough.
No, we don't. And it's like we don't use any of the dialogue blocks enough, I think. I don't know what dimensions it should be though. Probably small.
Right.
Or maybe it'll. Let me try at full size and we'll see what happens. Let me just pick something.
Yeah.
So yeah, let me get a pizza. One, two, and cook. Cool. All right, that works.
Nice. Yeah.
We'll make this a ladle. And just like a spoon. Cool. It's something.
Yeah, I think it'll come across.
And cook. Yeah.
Nice.
The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to call set ingredient before I draw so that it like erases your mates up. Cool. So let's add a couple more cases to this. I don't know. Let's see. So we could I'm not sure how we want to do this check, I guess. Like, if it should be, right now it's just checking to see if you have at least one of each, but maybe we want it to be like exactly or something. I don't know if it matters.
Can you fit more than one of each?
Yeah.
Oh, you can, right? Yeah. You could also check for ordering. You know, you can check that the index of one is above the index of another or something like that.
Ooh, yeah.
You could get all kinds of fancy.
I like the idea that you can like
Mandrake.
Okay, and then we're gonna set the cauldron ingredients to 0, so we're gonna erase everything in it. All right, so let's see if these are gonna be some big if statements. Let's check. I want to see if you have two. Oh, sorry.
I was thinking we could do this in a function, but we don't have return values. So it's a little tricky.
Yeah. I could do I could just move this entire thing into a function, and then it would at least be out of this big event block. But I don't think we could do just the check.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna say if you have what are our array functions? I could do get and remove. Does that help?
Oh, interesting.
What does it return if it doesn't exist in the list?
I'm not sure.
I feel like these if statements work well enough.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to say if you have one mandrake, no, if you have one boysenberry, and I want to do something for like if you have two boysenberries in the so if the index is greater than 0 and
I think how you can count.
we could do, okay, so this is not the best, but we could check that the length is greater than, and then because of the ordering of these if statements.
Oh, yeah. But then if you start adding more ingredients,
Yeah. Okay. I think we're getting close to time, so I'm just going to do this one more case, and then we can
sounds great.
Fiddle. All right, so regardless of what we cook, I think each time we are going to empty out the and so what do you make if you have two boysenberries?
Jam.
Because it's game jam. Gotta have some jam.
Card jam. I like that, you know, you use a cauldron that's spewing fire to make jam.
How else would you make jam? I'm pretty sure.
That's how jam's made, right?
Jam does need to be heated up, yeah.
All right, so that's 2 of them, and then if I hit B.
Nice.
Awesome.
I love it.
Cool. So I think that's good. I might call it a little bit early today. Do we have a name for this?
Mixing it up, but that doesn't bring the witch side into it.
Yeah. Mystical mixing. I don't know.
It could be like what's like boys to men, but like boysenberries to mandrake. I feel like there's something there.
Boysen2Mandrake. I don't know. I feel like that works.
All right. Well, thank you guys again so much for joining us. 2 announcements. Go to arcade.makecode.com/gamejam to find out more info about the game jam we're hosting. And starting next Monday, we will be on Twitch. So that's twitch.tv/msmakecode. I'm Shannon at Shakao on the MakeCode forums.
I'm Vivian at Live Cheerful on the MakeCode forums.
And I'm Daryl at Darzu on the MakeCode forums. See ya.